else a is less than 5 or greater than 10. In this case, we are comparing a to two different values. Once we look if it's greater or equal than 5, and once if it's less or equal than 10. If both of those comparisons would return true, that means a is equal to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 or 10, then the result of the combined expression defined by the AND expression is going to be true, and then the first part of the if statement after then is going to be returned, otherwise the second part is going to be returned. Let's make a equal to, let's say, 7 and execute this code. Now we're getting the result a is between 5 and 10, which is correct. If we would make a equal to 70 and execute again, the result is a is less than 5 or greater than 10. We can also set a equal to 1 and execute, and because it's less than 5 in this case, the whole expression returns false because one of the parts is returning false. A is less or equal than 10 would have returned true, but a is greater or equal to 5 returned false, and since the AND expression is expecting both expressions to be true, it returned false. We can invert the meaning of this expression using the NOT operator. NOT makes true equal to false and false equal to true. For example, if we had b is equal to true, then not b is false. In this case, we would have to only switch the places of the two returned expressions, because in this case, whenever we had an expression that was true, the first part was printed, and when it was false, the second one was printed. Now we are inverting the meaning, so we have to also switch the places of the two expressions. That means that executing this line now would still return a is less than 5 or greater than 10 as long as it's 1. If it's 6, for example, then it should return that it's between 5 and 10. The same expression could be written using the OR expression. Let's say if a is less than 5 or a is greater than 10, then return this expression. It is not in the area between 5 and 10. Else return that it's equal to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 or 10. Let's take a look what it returns. As we would expect, it's the same result as the previous expression. If we would now set a to 1 and execute again, or 11 and execute again, we're getting consistent results in all three cases. MaxScript provides system collections of objects called object sets. Object sets contain related objects, for example, all scene nodes, the current selection, all lights in the scene, all helpers in the scene, all geometry objects, and so on. We can use for loops to iterate through the object sets just like we do with arrays. For example, for all in objects to print all, we'll print all the scene nodes to the MaxScript listener, including